was sitting here thinking, trying to think about the nature of this situation, since it's probably where I'm gonna be here for a while, and chilling with God, learning with God. So I was sitting here thinking, how can they steal all? Like I wouldn't understand that. I know these just assumptions now. If they stole all, how could you steal all from the spiritual and let it benefit you in the physical? And especially all of a high priest or high priestess. The only thing I could think of is that, and it's light, it's on the light side of it. I can go deeper, but I'm not gonna go deeper because the light part don't even seem accurate. But it seems like you can, because this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how did they kill all these people? I mean, how did they sacrifice all these people? Like, we really don't know who did it. I mean, you keep blaming organizations, but what people don't know about organizations is, people do know about it. Organization, for one, it's a lot of them. And they got, it's branches off. When these people learn stuff in the organization, they branch off and start their own little triangle. So these people just using, for the organization probably taught them what not to do. But these people probably took it upon themselves to do it, like that little girls group that did what they did to me. So they was taught, they just learned it because they probably was in the organization. You can't, I don't know. You can look at it however you want to look at it. You want to blame other organizations. I try not to be so quick on blaming folks. I got to exactly what's going on, bro. But so I'm like, who? I know everybody know about it. I know organizations know about it, the White House know about it, the government know about it, the hoods know about it, the streets know it, everybody know about it. But you still don't know who these people are. It's like don't nobody claim them. Everybody just entertained by them or something wickedly discouraging. But so I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, how do you steal all? It's almost a layer for only witches and warlocks. And they get to do weird magic, and everybody get to watch their magic work or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking on the light end of, how would you do this to you? High priest supposed to have somebody. If I ain't mistaken. They're supposed to have somebody. Regardless, because they all is a necessity to the astro. So somehow that's like it's somebody out there that know how to put twins and flames together real good. Because somehow they could take all from this person and this person and put it together and make it look like they together. Here's the problem with that is, and I'm just guessing this. I'm just guessing. The problem with that is that this is how they beating us. This is how they beating our tail hard. And I ain't talking about just my national, I'm talking about everybody, because it can be any race of high priest and high priest. I'm talking about they could take, let's say this is a flame. Take this flame like they did with me and my flame, just tore us apart before we even thought about being together. I don't even know her. You know what I'm saying? When we met, we realized we were flaming as soon as we came in contact. That's what was hurtful. And we knew our family did this somehow, messed our lives up. But we didn't, it was too, by that time it was too late to even fuss and argue about it. You might well let it go. By the time I met her in 2018. I seen her before in 2013, 2014. And that was just for a split second, and she was with her boyfriend then. And then I seen her again when I came back home after moving from Carolina. I'm not from Carolina. I moved from Georgia to Carolina, then back to Georgia. So I got family everywhere though. But that I don't even know. I ain't never met nobody like that. No, I know I got family everywhere though. So anyway, somebody know how to take. I already know this because they use my whole tree to attack me. And right now they hugging on the relics. And they call it unholy. The Astro keeps saying unholy. It's like the Astro finna clean up something, bro. It's like they knew it was me. And they stood on the side with the relics because there's more freedom. And it started attacking me. And these are angels. Y'all ain't supposed to do that. Angels is supposed to come together and fight back with the people who got the relics and using them for evil. Y'all jumped on their side. So, I mean, I guess that's assumptions too, but that's the way it feels. But it ain't no big deal. I care less about all that. So I'm looking at how they doing it. See, Flames, High Priest and High Priest, that's royalty shit. That's king and queen stuff. They got to give those people inheritance. Somebody, you can blame it on my country, or you can say it's worldwide, but somebody is very, rather it's an organization, what somebody is wickedly, disturbingly evil. Because somebody know how to take, I guess, oil from a flame. They don't even know each other. And oil from a flame male, oil from a flame female, and put it together and make it look like they together in the physical. While they put somebody else in their position, give them the money, the inheritance money, just so they can split the inheritance money with everybody else, other nationality, organization, and everybody. That's all it's really about, money. And that's how you know this must be like gold or something. Because they can make money. There's no reason to do all this for no paper money. That's what I was guessing. I'm just guessing that though. Kind of like, there's something going on with the Astro to the point where they don't want me. The Astro side be like unholy. Don't even worry about that float right now. Do what we tell you to do. That's what you're here to do, basically. And these females, don't worry about that. Like, my IV goes off for the ones who connected to me normally. But these women, I can't do nothing with their jackets because they with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, my flame, it's like her group anyway. So if I do anything with the IV in that department, it's the energy probably gonna go to the flame anyway, which ain't bad, but it ain't good neither. Not for me. Because she's so disturbed, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna benefit. It maybe not benefit God or something, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna benefit the right people because she on their wrong side. She on the wrong, everybody is on the relic side. But the relics belong to me. The problem is I don't even know what relics is. I know it could be an idol, it could be something ancient, but I heard it also can be conduits. I heard like it could be a group of card readers. I didn't even know that. Or they could be connected. Or not even just card readers, but readers, like very spiritualist, high vibrational people. And that's another reason why they told me to quit doing the little TED. And everybody hugging the relics. And the one that got my relics, you a Satan vessel. You an older Satan vessel like my pop now, but you a Satan vessel. And your energy alone strong. I think you one of the strongest Satan vessels out here. And them people don't even know it. You eating their asses up. Even if I was around a Satan vessel and we just associates, I ain't doing nothing with them or nothing like that. That jacket, let me shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing. If I say that, ain't nobody gonna have no friends. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that at all, bro. But it's something unique and different about that jacket. And if you ain't no high vibrational being, it'll eat you alive, bro. Not like literally. Not literally, but it's just things that it could do. It could be anything. It could be how you move around, anything. But it ain't like my situation. But And I was just sitting here thinking about that. I was like, that's what they doing though. It's like, why would you do that? And God just called it unholy. He said all unholy. He's seeing people hug relics, calling it all unholy. Amazing though. I'm hoping I'm wrong though. But I was like, how is they getting away with that, y'all? Because you talking about stealing from the spiritual and utilizing it in the physical to trick the spiritual. That's amazing. It can be done though. But it ain't gonna work though. It don't work because God and Jesus overanalyze certain things, especially high priests. And that's why everything is like, it's like, let's say the world, you get the money, y'all will get the money and all that. But you ain't gonna elevate. And nothing's gonna go right. Sicknesses and illnesses it's gonna be like a plague. And this is why I go back to that part in the Bible when that man had his wife and she was beautiful. So she was so beautiful he was scared of her. And he said, look, when them people come, just say you my sister. And she was like, okay. And they went out, and the girl was so beautiful, the people didn't matter. I mean, back now, people would try to rape somebody like that on the way to the destination. But not, these people was too smart. Why? Why were they so smart to know that these men, a bunch of men seen this girl. Everybody said this girl was absolutely beautiful. And they literally, respectfully took this girl to their king without touching her. Man, that's unheard of in these times. Why did they, the question is, why did they do that? And then even when the girl got with the king, the girl still didn't sleep with the king until the king was savoring her. He was waiting. And it was like the king, what was he waiting for? If she was that beautiful, what was he waiting for? So one, we know they were very disciplined. And we know they had no problem with celibacy, obviously. Why though? Because the women and the men had to look way more spectacular than they do today. Why though? Why was he that disciplined? Like, not even just with the woman, but what was making these people that disciplined? They didn't have none of the distractions we got today. They had every reason in the world to do that woman in. Why didn't they do it? Not saying that's what you're supposed to do, but just saying, looking at today's time, that's what would have been the normal thing to do to this lady. Because that's how bad it is, that's how perverse it is today. So what we got to understand is, why didn't they do it then? See what I'm saying? Why didn't they do this to this woman then? And then the king got this woman ready to marry her or whatever. And before he got her, he went back to her. He said, why didn't you tell me this was your wife? She didn't say nothing. Didn't say that she said nothing. Why didn't you tell me that this is your wife? I've been having plagues around me. So what is the problem at? Like, we don't know all the details of how he noticed, because it was definitely more than plagues. But when the plagues kicked in, he immediately returned that woman to that man. So the most we can understand today is the plagues. What are the plagues? The plagues ain't you getting the money. The plagues is what happened after you get the money. How is your health? How is everything around you? How is the people around you? How is your loved ones? How is your real fruit on your tree? It ain't the money, it ain't your cars, it ain't your homes. Even though that itself might be haunted, or it might be breaking down, car crashes everywhere. All this stuff is out. Them are plagues, and they get worse, and they can turn into generational curses. So in other words, you can do something to this. You can literally transform your whole family lifestyle. Even though your family probably got money, but you don't. You trying to just steal money so you can prove to your family you got money. But what you don't know is you cursing your whole family. Real, boy. There's something deep going on, something dark and something sinister. But you can't really blame, like I said, you can't single out one person. I couldn't. The reason why I say that is because the group of women that attacked me, they was in different organizations. And they looked like they had their own group thing going on, bro. They were like different organizations in one organization. It's like they was a branch off. And it was like they didn't branch them off. These people told these people not to do this. It was like these people had friends and family around them and say, I'm in this organization, I'm in this organization, I know this organization, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. And they were like, well, let's get together and do it. Because they say we can't do it. Something like that. something like that. See, this is beyond my situation as well. Like, my family probably don't even look this deep. Well, my auntie probably do, and my uncle, but the rest of them probably don't look this deep at. But it's like they took, cause they literally taking all, they creating, like the test is, you can tell the test is something sneaky. You do that, it's sin, it's sin. Yeah, they say it's weight test. No, that's garbage. I mean, I've been dealing with myself all my life, you know, and I know from experience, you know, you play with something too long, and, you know, the weight gonna come, of course. But then if you leave it alone, like the Bible teaches us not to fornicate, not this. So when you start practicing real Jesus stuff, when you actually be real with God, and you start practicing not fornicating and all that, you learn to stop lusting altogether. You learn to stop looking at, like for me, beautiful women as in love. I can look at beautiful women and acknowledge beautiful women and acknowledge the beauty that God can create. But I can also look at them without lusting for them. I don't lust after them. So right there is remodifying your mind to not even love, no matter how gorgeous, how even. I done had women hit on me. Of course they gonna hit on me. I got everything, I had everything before they put me in this situation. Bad women, but I wouldn't lust after them. I would practice and not lusting after them. So it took me even years to learn to get that right. So you mean to tell me you take all these years of your life to perfect yourself, to walk like Jesus Christ, and then all of a sudden you gonna come into a life where you gotta sit there and do fornication and stuff just to advance to another level? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So what it is, you stealing something. What it is now, one problem I do got with all the organizations is that you can't make everybody join nothing. Now that they already on God's side, like really, you can't make nobody join nothing, period. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't, I don't think I ain't never known that to be. You know, that's some new stuff to me as well. And it's like, if Jesus itself came down, y'all were gonna make Jesus do some kind of ritual. You can't, didn't Satan try that? That's why they hung Jesus. And Jesus was obviously right, because God told y'all asses up after it was over. So what it's saying is freedom. Jesus died for the freedom of our choices. If they don't want an organization with you, you ain't, for me, you shouldn't treat them bad. You should, if anything, you should treat them what they worth, give them what they worth. Don't sabotage their job, don't sabotage their lives. If they don't want to be a part of y'all, leave them alone. Yeah, y'all should get paid more, y'all should do stuff, but that's good, y'all already getting paid more, but don't attack a family that don't want to have nothing to do with it. Leave them alone. Don't even bother. You ought to be thankful, you know, it's good. And then talk with them and say, how is it to be not part of an organization, not part of this and that? You ain't even got to give no information about your organization. You can just learn about a family that ain't in no organization. Y'all doing things crazy, bro. Just like y'all are attacking people. Because somehow y'all tricking, you trying to trick the spiritual system. And to a level, it tricks them. Because what it does is, when you take this oil, you forces the ancestors, because you already got relics somehow, because normally I think when the high priest is around, relics around. You already got the relics. When you steal this oil, you transform the energy of the people that's supposed to be on this Jesus side or Moses side right here. But since you got this stick over here, everybody treating you like you Moses and hugging on you. And when I say hugging on them, I could say hugging on them like in a whole different meaning, bro. It could be a whole different meaning. Like, I'm just saying hugging on them as in something good to say and healthy to say so the world can understand it. Now read between the lines. I'm saying that Astro would be like the unholy, straight up unholy. And that rings in my mind like this, like a bell, bro. Like, it's like, it get on my nerves so much. It's just like my man, ODB. He kept having issues, crying. What it was is, he had that face. Just like me when they came to kill me in Facebook. They came to knock me off at Facebook. And they said, the dude was like, that face, this is a big guy. Let's say they called a big guy, the big dude, big deal dude. And he said, I can't destroy another one of them faces. Because what it is, like, let's say they put people in place to kill folk. And what that means is they put people that's like suicide bombers in place to kill folk. And that way when karma come around and hit, it's going to kill those suicide bombers. And then that way the people who actually constructed it get the money safely, because a storm going to come. But see, when you kill these particular people, because see, it's a gatekeeper over a gatekeeper. When you kill these particular people, because it's a gatekeeper over a gatekeeper, and these people watching the gatekeeper, so they gonna hit the one, they gonna hit them bombers and the ones after them, and then somebody might get it. So it's gonna be a storm from hell. Like, I don't want to kill another face like this, because it's a good chance that Jesus' face look like this, ODB face look like this. There's a lot of other faces that got taken out that look just like this. But I ain't even sweating all that. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? But it's amazing how they still trying to use this. So what happened is, to get to a higher elevate, and I guess they still trying to study it because they realize, well, we tricking the spiritual to 1, 2, 3, 4 level, 1, 2, 3 level. So maybe if we keep playing with the spiritual, we can get to 4, 5, 6, 7 level. No, it's not. It's impossible, because the higher level, the higher frequency, the higher dimension, and the higher ancestry and all that. So let's say you getting closer to Jesus and God. Ain't no way in the hell you gonna trick God, buddy. We all from God. We all built from God. We all a part of God. You might be a thinking cell of God. You might be one of those thinking cells of God. They say God come here, and they say, like I said, just the arm. You know what I'm saying? The arm break up into 8.2 billion people. You might just be the thinking cell of it, and you think you God. That ain't, God knows it's cell. It's like me. If my arm run off my body, come here, arm. Quit acting like that. You see what I'm saying? Like the hand on Adam Family. My hand keep running. Get over here. Quit acting like that. You see what I'm saying? It's ignorant for you to think such a way. So you going, let's say you going up to these levels, and you staying right here. You know it ain't working, because you just can't. You be like, these girls or these dudes got here. They can somehow get to, because you got here by you tricking oil. You grab the oil from a flame male, and you grab the oil from a flame female that don't know each other but supposed to be with each other. You put the oil together somehow. That's what I don't get. And or well, I do get it. You put them in a bathroom over here and up in the north, and then you put them in the bathroom down here in the south, and you make them, you know, and then after all that, then you catch that energy in the spiritual, but somehow you receive it because you got these relics and stuff. So the energy, the gifts and stuff gonna go to the relic. Oh, they in love, they finally together, they happy, because somehow, some way you notice that they can't see us or something. Just like we can't see ghosts, some way, somehow they can't see us. That's where you're mistaken that too, though. Because God and the ancestors are overseers. I mean, God and Jesus is the overseer of all this, even over the ancestors. So what y'all doing is, I'm guessing this now, but it sounds pretty darn good. What y'all doing is, with the relics and with the energy, y'all re-navigating spiritual advisors and everything. You re-navigating your ancestors, which is very much utilized by God to give gifts and all that stuff, and you and protect people, because that's really who your guardian angels are. That's who your guardians are. You got guardian angels. Some of them are angels. It's just confusing for y'all. But anyway, they're attacking. These people supposed to be helping you. They're attacking you. And it goes on for a while. Okay, now this is how God gets you. God see it go on. He give it the time to go on, because God already created. He ain't got time to keep playing with you. But you keep doing it. God put his kids, his top bloodline, his kids, his first, like, I'm very ancient. Let's just say that. Older than the earth. You know what I'm saying? And he put his kid, Jesus, same thing. When he put Jesus in the same situation, he put his kids here. So whatever you did to Jesus, you done it to a lot more before Jesus. So the same situation in my situation. He put them here, so it didn't matter if you killed Jesus, because God was going to take his child anyway. The goal was to see what was going on. That was Jesus. That's what Jesus was here to do, to see what was really going on. Jesus saw it. Same in my situation. He put his kids here. Y'all can't keep doing that. Because before, you was able to trick the people. It's like y'all stealing all my stuff, doing all this, and it ain't working. Just like Jesus, you just felt like you had to kill him, I guess, but you didn't kill him. You know, it was all written. And in my situation, it's a different story. It's written. And it's going exactly the way God said it was going to go. Really. So when you come back, when you look at it, it's like the energy. Now, this ain't for you people that's still worried about saying the people's name. This is way beyond y'all that's saying, should I say names online or not? This ain't for y'all. See, I ain't been I'm overly real, partner. You just better know it. I'm over here fighting these mountains y'all scared of. So you stay down there where y'all at. Don't come over here in my energy with that goofball stuff y'all got, gang stalking. I'm so above y'all. Just like racism, I'm above that. Don't come over here. Oh, he ain't here. You come over here and try it, buddy. I've been born and raised with monsters. You see them little monster commercials where the monsters teach you how to count? You better know it. Let me get out my feeling. These ain't the problems you want. Now you over there, you sit over there and you worry about if you should or shouldn't say names and dry snitch. Don't come over here in this energy. This ain't for y'all. I'm over here fighting these mountains y'all been running from. You gonna continue to run from because you're scared. Now, like I said, what you're doing is you're taking the oil. I'm talking to the big dogs because I want them to they already respect me. How you doing, Elite? I'm talking to the big dogs. Now look, you taking the oil. They taking the oil, or y'all know who taking the oil. You taking the oil from a flame woman and a flame man. You putting it together, and you got this person with the relic. Cause y'all probably not doing. It might be somebody in my family that's an elite or whatever. You taking the relics. We need the money to come over here. We need all the goodies. We need the ancestors to protect us. So when the ancestors start protecting y'all instead of protecting us, it's because of them relics. And now the ancestors gonna attack us. And that's how it's make it easy for you to kill us and get away with it. That's what I would guess. That's assumption now.